because I'm a moron who never learns his lesson, I've decided to entrust the El Ghetto with recording the audio from my brand new microphone that I bought off of Amazon for, I think it was 18 quid, but, you know, I'm going to round it up to 20, you know. I mean, I don't know how much delivery was, but it must have been some amount. I can't remember what actual... Sorry, I thought I was leaning on something. I can't remember what actual make it is. It's obviously not a proper one because it was only 20 quid, but it's going to be a damn sight better than my new phone would be, because I've got an Alba 4, which no one has ever heard of, no one should ever hear of, because it's fucking awful. And I've decided to talk about my microphone first, even though this is the first episode of the game, because everyone and their grandmother has played this game on YouTube at least twice. So I thought, you know, fuck it, who cares? It's Underground 2. Got to make a new profile. So let's be Le Kyo, because I named my profile Joe for the old Underground 1 Let's Play, which was fine, but you know, I've finally changed the channel name from Joe Does Racing to Lurkio now, so I feel like a change in profile name is in order. So we all know Underground 2 doesn't need any more introduction. Let's just go ahead and start a new career. I turned the music volume all the way down, so I shouldn't have a problem with that, because I know I didn't get claimed, but I got ID'd on one of my Gran Turismo concept videos, so you know, I'm going to be a little bit more careful of that in future. And I've decided to play this in 480i on the original Xbox instead of, you know, 1080p on the Xbox 360, because one, the cutscenes will work, and two, I only have 9.2 gigabytes free on my hard drive, and I know that recording in 1080p is going to cost me a damn sight more hard drive space than that. So what I'm going to do for the next week after I've done this recording session is binge anime, and then, you know, I should be alright to record something proper in my next recording session. So let's go ahead and start a new career, and then I'll talk about some stuff in a minute.
Hey, Hotshot, you're cleaning up out there. You took out Eddie, scored the babe. Have you thought about what's next? I don't think there's anyone out there that can beat you.
We like what we see. There's room in my posse for you, and I ain't taking no for an answer. What's it gonna be?
Hey, the party's kicking and they want their star. You better get here quick. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, everything's cool. I just had to take care of a little problem.
I figured you might want to change things up to help clear your head. Can't say I blame you. Hey, listen. When you get to Bayview, my gal Rachel will hook you up. She's loaned you her ride. It's at the airport waiting. Now it's her baby, so be gentle. Good luck, bro. Be seeing ya.
Hey, I know I've missed a couple of recording sessions, alright, but I don't think it was as long ago as 6 months that I was winning everything, alright? It was 1 or 2 weeks. Let's be nice to me. Also, I don't know how bad that was with my my new mic picking up literally every tiny little noise that I make. I'm gonna have to mess around with it a little bit, definitely, in the future. Also, I don't know if my music audio settings have saved.
Hey, if you haven't already guessed it, what you're hearing is the car's short message.
Alright, it sounds like they have. Alright, it's fine. I don't need to read or hear about this. I know how to drive. I know how this game works. I've played it, you know, a few times. You know, once already on the Xbox that I own now. And this was my first Need for Speed game that I ever played. There's something in my throat, as usual. I'm getting choked up with all my memories, is what I'm going to chalk that up to. Back in the olden days, way back when I was in primary school, you know, before I'd even thought of, actually no, I had thought about making YouTube videos for a while, but that was totally different. But back in the olden days, I used to have a guy that I knew called Josh, and Josh was cool. Josh was ginger though. And I don't talk to Josh anymore because he went to a different school and all kinds of things. Actually, from my primary school, there's only like, I could count all the people I still talk to on one hand. So, you know, but back in the day, he had Underground 2 for the PS2. And like me, he never played any of the career mode. We would just sit around in the car customization menu. And I'm not sure if we could free roam them, but we definitely drove them around a bit. So, you know, this is an Need for Speed game I'm the most used to, got the most experience with. Most of my experience is PS2 based, but like I said, I've already played it on the Xbox. I know what to expect. I even managed to get stuck at one point in the game, and I had to post on a Taiwanese basket weaving forum to get a little bit of assistance, even though I could probably have figured it out for myself. I think subconsciously I knew what I had to do, but I didn't want to have to do it because I had my Toyota Supra looking very nice, and I didn't want to put body kit upgrades on it to be able to unlock the next races. So that's eventually what ended up happening. Because in the first Underground, you have to put upgrades on your car to unlock more upgrades, because they give having body kits and stuff ups your style points, and you need to get, or it ups your style points multiplier, and you need to get style points to unlock more upgrades. I think I didn't have, no, I did. I had my car upgraded the best it could. Oh dear. Upgraded the best it could be, so I don't know why I only unlocked wide body kits at the very end of the game, but you know, whatever. In this, you have to have a certain amount of, I think they're still called style points. You have to have a certain amount of them to be able to unlock some stuff that allows you to progress, so, you know. That's why this, I think this is the ricier game, compared to the first Underground. But at the same time, you know, I think it's better. I like the driving model better. You know, they're similar, but I think this one is just improved the right amount. I definitely don't have any awful memories of bouncing off walls and stuff so much in this game as in I did all the way through the first Underground. That's for sure, and I know that the AI in this game are much easier to beat Although I am going to have to figure out where the menu is, because instead of choosing the difficulty before every race, I think you have to pause it and go into the options. After this race, I'll figure it out. Also, I found out semi-recently that these first 2 races, before you actually go to the car lot to buy your first car, some people would consider them like Easter eggs or something. I don't know, you know, it's like supposed to be an Easter egg that Samantha gets mad at you if played this game. I always do these first 2 races because they, you know, they give you a little bit of money, and I like playing around with fast cars before I have to, you know, fuck around with slow ones for hours and hours. Not that I have a problem with slow cars, you know. I've done plenty in the past talking about how much I like old shitboxes. I might have to decapitalize the Urkio in Lurkio just to fit in, but I'll figure out doing that some other time. Obviously, the main difference between this game and the first Underground is that this game is open world. Everyone knows all about Underground 2. I don't know why I'm talking about it. Even Shamey, a guy that literally took what was it he said? Something like half an hour to beat the first race on this game when he last played it on his GameCube.
Hey, dude, what's the hold up?
Even
You lost
Shamey
something?
has beaten
The
this
car
game,
lot is
you know,
on the menu
throughout
now.
his
Hurry
childhood.
up and get
Everyone
over
has.
here. I don't have all night.
He'll use the excuse that he was having a bad day when that happened, but I'm not sure I believe it. So you got a point-to-point race here. Oops, I forgot to change the difficulty. Oh well, we'll do it after this race, I swear.
Hey, what are you doing in Rachel's ride?
Um,
Oh, you're that dude I heard about. Well, let's welcome you the right way.
Well, I haven't
And
recorded
Magnus
for
will
like
show you the course,
God
all
knows
out
how
in
long.
spring.
I didn't get to record at
Yeah.
all over the it wasn't a half term we just had. It was just a break between terms. I didn't get to record at all because my phone broke and my mic didn't get delivered until, you know, I didn't have any time. So this is the first Tuesday since I went back to school yesterday, and already some terrible fucking shit has happened to me. I've been at school for 2 days and everything is fucked, alright? So my new bike apparently is too big for them to allow me to push it through a queue of kids trying to cross the road to you know, be able to walk it down a tiny little footpath to get to a different road to be able to ride away quicker. What I used to do when I had my tiny little calf racer was the school's car park has a gate, and that gate is manned by a couple of teachers after school to keep people in it until they decide that the road should be opened, which is usually after the buses leave, which is about 15 minutes after everyone's been let out of school. So what I used to do was just walk my bike past the little checkpoint. I'm gonna call it as though they're the Gestapo, and then, you know, I'd push it a little bit, and then I'd be able to ride away in a matter of moments. But now I have to wait a whole shit ton of extra time just because I bought a big bike, and like not big like engine capacity wise, although 125 is a lot bigger than 50. It's just like physically big, so they don't want me pushing it through there, which I think is bullshit. But you know, I'm not going to stand up to the teacher in particular that told me that, because, you know, he's a little bit scary. So that'll be the end of this episode. I've done the introduction stuff, beaten the tutorial races. That's what I thought they were. I didn't think they were I never thought they were.
Hey, man, I want my car back. You better haul over here ASAP or I'm
Career difficulty, hard. There we go. Yeah, beating the tutorial races. Done the introduction stuff. Next week,
putting the word out on you.
finna
And
about
no
to
more racing till I
get
say
dabbed
so.
on
Get over here,
buying my
now.
first car. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything between episodes. I'll just pull over to the side of the road, stop recording, and then start recording again. So next week I'm gonna buy my first car. In real time, I'm going to buy my first car, like, in less than a minute's time, so don't bother giving me any suggestions, because I'm pretty sure I already have it locked into my mind.